If there's ever a month to not be invested in stocks, it's September. September has historically been the worst performing month for the market, and this past September was the worst in over 10 years, with the S&P 500 down nearly 5%. They say that history often repeats itself, and I really hope that happens again next year, because for the first time ever, I cracked over $200 in passive income for my dividend payments. And I didn't have to lift a single finger other than swiping to buy a company. Plus, stocks going down means we can buy great companies on sale and lock in higher starting dividend yields. I know you wouldn't be mad if you went to the grocery store and they started lowering the prices. Today I'll be sharing exactly how much each company paid me and all the companies that gave a dividend increase. I also just passed 3,000 subscribers, so please consider joining the channel if you want to see these updates monthly as we grow rich together and get closer to retiring early. As for the first dividend increase, we had Store Capital, the one REIT that Warren Buffett owns, raised their dividend by just under 7%. What a great way to get exposure to real estate in this hot market. Microsoft gave us an 11% dividend increase. Who said that tech giants can't be great dividend payers? What's even more amazing is that in this same announcement, Microsoft announced a $60 billion share repurchase program. That is just an astonishing amount, given so many companies don't even have a $60 billion market cap. What a wonderful way for Microsoft to continue to reward their shareholders. We had Realty Income, not Reality, giving us a whole 0.02% dividend hike. Hey, all those pennies really add up. This is how we get rich slowly. MGM Growth Properties, one of the newest additions to my portfolio, gave us a whole 1% dividend increase. Now that might sound low, but keep in mind the starting yield on MGP is already well above 5%. We had talked about this before, but I suppose now it became official. JP Morgan Chase gave us an 11% raise, so we're up to $1 a share now. We also had McDonald's coming in clutch, giving us a 7% pay raise. They also reached victory lane for the first time in 27 years. Let's go, Brandon. Starbucks with the basic 9% dividend increase, going from 45 cents to 49 cents. So a lot of companies gave us pay raises this past month. That's another great thing about dividend investing, is that your 9-to-5 job, you are at the mercy of your employer to even be lucky enough to get a chance at a raise once a year. Dividend companies give pay increases dozens of times year-round if you hold enough of them. Next, let's talk about how much I made in options income for the month. I'm not like the Facebook algorithm. I'm not here to put you in a bad mood, only positive vibes today. I only made $70 in options income during September, well short of the nearly $300 I made in August doing options trading. A lot of the stocks I'm doing trading on have taken a little bit of a tumble, but I don't mind. I wouldn't be trading these stocks unless I believed in them in the long run, and I'm still scrapping a little bit of money here and there every few weeks. Last I checked, $70 is still a lot of money. You can buy some Xfinity internet, which you can use to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get to the reason why you actually clicked on this video, and that's to see all of the companies that paid us for the month of September. We have a lot of companies to go through, so let's get started. Let's get started here with Visa at $3.84. Visa, of course, is a great growth company, not necessarily the best dividend payer. Then we have an amazing diversified industrial company in Honeywell. They paid us $7.44. Honeywell just raised their dividend too, but that was at the start of October, so we'll see that in next month's video. Then we have the old reliable and Johnson & Johnson paying us a whole $10.60. I always love when the stocks reach the double-digit mark in dividends paid. Moving on, we have Pfizer, another pharmaceutical company. They paid me a whole $5.07. Pfizer stock had been going up for quite some time, but then it recently has had a little bit of a pullback. But Pfizer, they give a great starting yield. After Pfizer, we have Southern Company paying me $7.26. This will actually be the last time that Southern will be paying me a quarterly dividend for now, as I actually completely sold out of my utility companies so that I could reallocate that money toward other growth companies, as well as more dividend growth investing companies, companies that pay dividends but also have a chance at getting some capital appreciation. After SO, we have Microsoft at $7.84. I talked about previously that Microsoft had a $60 billion share buyback program, which is just insane. Expect Microsoft to continue raising that dividend for years to come. After Microsoft, we have ExxonMobil at $6.09. So if you're a dividend nerd like me, I'm sure you've also anxiously been waiting to see if ExxonMobil will continue its dividend aristocrat streak. They only have to raise their dividend by a whole penny to keep that streak alive. So I actually have DRIP enabled on ExxonMobil, so that went into buying more shares of Exxon at a price of $54.54, so it's already went up since then. After ExxonMobil, I have Otter Tails, only own one share, more of a sentimental stock for me. Got paid 39 cents. Moving on, we have 3M. This is actually a company I've been buying into more recently. This is a dividend king, 50 straight years of increased dividend payments. This particular quarter, they paid me $12.02. This is another company that I have drip on, so they went into buying more shares of 3M. And then we have McDonald's paying me a whole $10.32. It was a big week for McDonald's in more ways than one. Then we have Realty Income, not Reality Income. They paid me a whole $5.30. This is the monthly dividend paying REIT, and that $5.30 went into buying more shares of Realty Income, not Reality. Another stock that's been on a little bit of a sale here is AMAT. I bought another share of them recently. They paid me $5.28. Again, this is not a company that pays a lot in dividends. I hold them more for the growth opportunities, as I feel like the semiconductor sector is one of the best sectors to be in. So it's nice that they pay a really small dividend yield so I can get paid while just owning them. After AMAT, we have Duke Energy paying me one last time for $13.79. So I actually got a lot of hate in my video where I explained why I'm selling utility companies. A lot of people unsubscribed, but hey, I never said that my investing strategy has to be your investing strategy. I actually think you can learn more from people that don't think like you and who you might not necessarily always agree with. So after Duke, I got paid by Prudential Financial, another great financial company here, paying me a whole $12.65. Then we have Waste Management, another reliable dividend stock here at $5.18. Then we have one of my favorite dividend companies, and that is UNH. I actually think this is the epitome of a perfect dividend growth investing stock. UNH continues to go up in share price, continues to go up in the amount of dividends that they pay every year. I actually just bought more of this particular company on Friday. Now I'm up to $8.70 a share. The next company is Royal Dutch Shell, and they paid me $9.12. This is a company that I am now back in the green on. I've actually been in the red for over a year, but I bought in at some great times. A lot of people laughed at me, but now I'm back in the green and I'm collecting those dividends. Let's move on. We have Blackrock at $8.26. This is the first time that Blackrock has paid me, as I recently just bought into them. This is actually one of the best companies that nobody ever talks about here on YouTube. Blackrock, they've actually had a little bit of a pullback, so it might be an appealing time to look more into them. After Blackrock, we have Equinix paying me a whole $8.61. This is another safe data center REIT. Made a video on this in the past. Check that out if you never heard about it before. Next company is one of the largest positions in my portfolio, and that is Nvidia. They paid me a whole $1.16. But again, as with most semiconductor stocks, we buy them more for the growth, not necessarily the dividend. Bank of America, one of the largest banks in the world, paid me $7.98 just for holding them. I think a lot of you will like this next ETF, and that is Nusi. They paid me a whole $18.24. Such a high dividend yield. I currently own 100 shares of Nusi, so glad to keep getting this monthly dividend payment from Nusi. After Nusi, we have another fan favorite, and that is Qyld, the ETF that has really changed the game for a lot of us dividend investors. I also own 100 shares of this. This is the Global X NASDAQ 100 covered call ETF, and they paid me $19.02 for owning 100 shares. The next company to pay me was not Coca-Cola, but Pepsi. Pepsi paid me whole $10.75 just for holding them. After Pepsi, we have Unp Union Pacific. This is a stock that's actually had a little bit of a pullback, and I've been buying shares on a weekly basis, and now the stock price is already going back up again. So they paid me $8.56 this time around, but next time I already know that dividend payment is gonna look bigger because I've been buying more shares. And then after UNP, we have not Pepsi, but Coca-Cola. Yes, they're back to being KO, and they paid me $8.58 for the month. Wow, so altogether, that is 26 different companies / ETFs that paid me this past month for a grand total of $222.05. That represents a 60% increase from September of 2020, when I only made $138.43. And in September of 2019, I made just $39.47. Some of my ETFs alone are already more than that number. I really hope that this showcases how fast the dividend snowball can grow if you're patient and invest in great companies. It is a great feeling knowing that I have a growing stream of income that is independent of my 9-to-5 job. Now, I still probably make more money going to the bathroom at work, but nearly $225 is still enough to pay a few bills. I made $419 in dividends in the past quarter, and my monthly average in dividends is now up to just under $140. Now you might be wondering where my JEPI payments are, as I told you that I have started a position and have been aggressively buying into them, but I actually started buying after their ex-dividend date, which is typically the first of the month. So I'll start receiving monthly dividend payments from JEPI, and that's really exciting because I know that's a fan favorite on this channel. If you want to see more videos like this, well, you're in luck because I make them every single month. Just make sure that you subscribe and hit that like button because these videos do take a lot of time for me to create. Let me know how much you made in dividends in the comments below, and I will buy, stash, and collect cash. See you later.